these are our averages. Nothing I ever thought we would be doing when I got into photography years ago. It was, you know, a $400 shoot and here's your digitals, good luck with that. And I found over the years that our clients were saying, hey, we love this work, but how do we experience it? How do we get this feeling that we have when we see these photos? How do we have it all the time? And that's when I learned that I am that bridge. And this is with any industry. It's with you're creating cakes and you're creating cookies and cakes and you're doing hair and makeup. You are that bridge to get from point A to point B, which is feeling good about yourself, enjoying that cake, living with the decor. I mean, anything that you do in our industry, we are helping our clients get from point A to point B. And so we went very quickly to a very different level than we ever expected to be. But it was once we started focusing on our dream clients, then we realized that was going to be our happy place. And what I mean by dream clients is if you were to take your 5 best clients and those averages of everything you loved about them, you loved working with them, you loved the interaction with them, you loved what they created, you loved every bit of what you did together, those would be your dream clients. And they've also spent the most with you. And our average for portraits was about $16,500. And our average for weddings for our dream clients was $40,000. And ever since we made that benchmark and we put it together, like in the last 5 years, who were your top 5 clients? What did they do with you? What was the experience like? And take that average and we set that as our next goal of what we want all of our clients to be. And we're pretty close to being there at this point. Our portrait average is at $12,000 per client and our weddings are at $34,000. And those are crazy numbers that I never thought I would ever say, but it's become this like second nature interaction that we have with our clients. And I set the stage with them very, very straightforward. It's up to what you want. It's up to who you are. We're going to help you figure this out, but it's your choice as to what you want to spend. And I give them this strength and the knowledge to know that the decisions they're making are right. And they spend, which is okay with me because then I can live my life as well. And I think we have to keep that part in mind, that we also need to be rewarded for who we are and what we do. So I think the first place that we have to consider is ourselves. And we're going to work our way up to then being able to help our clients and being there hopefully and soulfully for our clients. And we're going to do this 3 ways: through emotion, elevation, and education. And trust me, this will all make sense in a little while, but these are our 3 main points on how we're going to get from where we are today to basically always having our dream clients, which sounds like it's not real, but it's very real. So before we get too far in, we have to start with ourselves, because we can't be there for our clients if we're not there for ourselves. So we have to ask ourselves this one main question: what is holding you back? Why aren't you working with your dream clients right now? Or maybe you are, and this is a refresher for you on, you know, just knowing that you are doing the right thing, you're on the right path. Or this is saying, hey, I'm feeling a little stuck. I feel really good at who I am and really good at what I do. And I want to get to this further level of bringing in numbers that I didn't think were possible, but also being able to live a life that I truly desire, having more time off. I mean, actually, I can't believe I just said that, having more time off. We're entrepreneurs. Like, that isn't something that we're supposed to know, but it's true. We have more time off and we're taking less clients, but we're making more money. And that's all very backwards. But like I said, I do everything a little bit backwards. So this is where I think it's worth it to take this step back and find out what's blocking you at first. What is your thing that is holding you back from being able to reach this potential that you know deep down that you have? And it's really mostly the same for everyone. It's fear. Fear is that one thing that we all have and we all deal with at some point in our lives that we have to get past, we have to overcome in order for us to move forward and to be there, like I said, hopefully and soulfully for our clients. So what are those fears? There's 3 very important points and very specific fears of sales that most everyone deals with. Your clients won't see the value in what you're doing. You'll lose sales if you're too expensive, and you'll get rejected for being too salesy. All of which were very real when I went from, I'm taking photos, here's your beautiful pictures, good luck with that, to, okay, let me help you figure out how this artwork is going to live in your lives forever. And that is essentially sales. And so I had the same fears that everybody has at this point. I didn't think they were going to see just how valuable this work is. They're going to see it as, I just want to print up my photos, but not that what we're doing is setting the stage for what your kids will experience, what their kids will experience, and creating this heirloom story. And this is photography based, but this applies to any industry. They will not know just how good that cake is, or just how incredible the flowers and the experience will be with all the floral decor that you will have at their wedding. Number two is really, I think everyone kind of has this, is they'll lose sales if they're too expensive. And to be honest, we lose a ton of sales. Actually, we lose clients that we weren't supposed to have. So we never really lost the sales in the first place. There are clients that just don't fit who we are and what we're doing. So what's happened is we've basically created a situation where we don't have any bad clients. We don't have any bad experiences. Everything we do is incredible with our clients, and they spend a lot of money, and we have incredible experiences again and again. And even better, they keep coming back to us. So now we have what we've coined continuous clients. I didn't like the term repeat client. It sounded a little, I don't know, disturbing. And I also don't like the term of saying they're a past client, because they're not. They're continuous clients. And they now are setting the stage for the next shoot that they want to do and the next work that they want to do with us. And they bring that work back to us. So it's become easier over the years. So it's okay if you lose sales because you're too expensive. Do you know how many inquiries we get where we're like, sorry, not sorry? Because if you want to have this experience and you want to have this investment, then you'll make that time and effort. If you can't, we can offer payments. I mean, there's all these ways to answer it, but you have to get past your own fear of it. Will I lose sales because I'm too expensive? Probably. But you'll also find clients who really value who you are and what you do, especially when you get over that part yourself and not feel that your own self is getting in the way. One of the things I learned very early on is I cannot put my own situation with money and my own values of money in the place of my clients. And that's not fair to them, because they may value all of this way more than I'm expecting. And I may think that a $4,000 investment on photography is huge because it may not be something I can spend at this point, but that's not my call to make them have that same experience. Because for them, they may be investing 10, 12,000, but they could invest more if they wanted to, because it's that important to them. So you have to start to take yourself out of this, and that's gaining the knowledge of these fears, but also the acceptance of these fears. So the third one, I will get rejected if I'm too salesy. No one wants to deal with a salesperson. I think we've all been to the car dealership where they're really trying to get that sale and find that perfect car for you. But if you go through these steps that we're going to then hit upon in the next 40 minutes or so, it will not come across too salesy, because we're not selling anything. Basically, you are telling me what it is you'd like, and I'm making that happen. So there isn't really anything to buy if you don't want to buy it. So I'm not really selling anything. And I tell everybody straight up, this is not my artwork. This is your artwork. You have to tell me what you want and how you want it. I will help you make it happen. But this is hands-off sales for us. This is really the starting points.